now I'm in my prime element, which is my room. Get to know me. So, my room is a mess. Honestly, it kind of always is a mess because I have girls and I'm a very clean person, but you know, dealing with so much all the time, I don't get the time to do what I want to do. So now this is my time that I get. So don't be surprised, don't be scared, don't be shocked. This is the real me. Into the first question. Isn't a question. I see myself growing into someone like you one day. First of all, Rebecca, you're about to make me cry because, okay, you're gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna get into that, but thank you, Rebecca. First question, what are you still planning on accomplishing, being in it academic or in life? I plan to be kind of a business owner. I want to own something. I don't know exactly what. I wanted to be a fashion designer. Then I wanted to launch a business. I want to do a clothing business. I want to say probably like, if it's not lingerie for me and, you know, women or men, probably for like my kids and kids in general, because honestly, who doesn't love to shop for their kids? How old are you and what are all your accomplishments so far? Let me tell you. Honestly, Rebecca, I am 25. I'm turning 26 in March, which is like 3 months away. What have I accomplished so far? Well, I went to college. I guess I graduated high school. You know, I got my degree in bachelor's. No. I got my bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising so I can go ahead and become a, what is it called? I don't even know my major anymore because I've been blogging and my mind is dumb. To school for fashion merchandising to be a fashion buyer. That's what it is. I wanted to be a fashion buyer. My accomplishments were buying a house. I bought a house at 24 years old. That's an accomplishment. I bought my first car when I was 22. So 22, 23, that was an accomplishment for me, I think. Outside of graduating college and high school, I gave birth to 2 beautiful girls. That was a huge accomplishment for me. What else have I done? I launched my business. So I started a quotes page, which is kind of like an accomplishment for me. And I have been blogging and inspiring so many people. And that is probably my biggest accomplishment. Let me do one more question before I hop in the shower and wash my hair because you guys want to see my hair routine, and as you can see, it is a bit dry. I would love to know about where you grew up and are you the only child? So, your girl is from Atlanta. Okay, we are down here and we be doing that stuff. Actually, I don't know how they talk. I actually love to impersonate accents. I'm not very good at it, and I'm not from any place special but Georgia. I grew up here. I'm not the only child. I am the 3rd child of 3. So I'm the baby. Me and my brother and my sister were stair-stepped. We're 25, 26, 27. And it's about to change. My sister just turned 28. Then my brother's going to be 27 in January, and then I'm going to be 26. Interesting. I'm about to wash my hair. I'm going to show you guys what I actually do, what I use. And this is what I do. Also, I don't actually do this too often because, like, I used to be so insecure in front of the camera. So I didn't show my personality, which is like how I got into YouTube and blogging. I used to tell my husband, like, I can't do this by myself. So everything I do, I want you to be in with me. And he was like, okay, Trinity, but like, you know, that's not my thing. So a little about me is I'm very shy, even though it doesn't seem like it. And I hide behind my family to not be, you know, seen. Yeah, that's a little deep. See, this isn't even a daggone, what's it called? Swimsuit. I'm gonna just keep it honest with y'all. It's not. Can't find one. So, whatever. I get my hair really, really warm. Really, really warm. Honestly, I rinse my hair with warm water and take it from there. I'm not even doing this for y'all. Like, my husband actually took the shower curtain off. Because, he's crazy. But no, seriously, because our old one was getting dirty and we don't often wash it too much. So, there's that. To wash my hair. Hair sucks. Letting water in. I guess that's the perks of low porosity, high density. But it's okay. I enjoy my wash days. After this, I'm going to use my Oxy Moist and probably a hair mask and let that soak in while I finish these questions. So, I am out of the shower. I need to hurry up and add some product to my hair, but let me say another question. So, your testimony, have you always been a follower of Christ? There we go. I'm adding this hair mayonnaise mask. I don't know why I keep saying mayonnaise. One, because my hair is really, really dry. I don't really do too much to my hair. And you guys are probably like, Trinity, no! But you guys, this is the way I do my hair. So, I literally can never find anything because I'm always doing the girls' hair. And so when it's time to do me, all my stuff is missing. Have I always been a follower of Christ? Yes. Since I can remember, I have always been a follower of Christ. You might see old ice cream in the back. It's because of my husband, y'all. Please don't come for me. But yes, since I could remember, I have always believed in God. It wasn't until probably being on my own, I actually developed a relationship with him. So growing up, my parents were pastors, right? So God was always prominent to me. I always knew him. But to have like my own relationship with him, it was kind of like, you know, if you walk like a duck, act like a duck, quack like a duck, you are a duck. So I felt like I was playing a part more than growing in my relationship with God. But my testimony, honestly, this is my testimony. When I was little, I believed in God. I knew God to be true. When I was basically a teenager, I saw another way. I went down the wrong path. I probably partied, not a lot, but enough. I dipped my feet in drinking. I never did drugs per se, but I have been in relationships where that was a thing, like drugs were a thing. And so I felt like I've always had to basically hide who I am, because I don't believe in it. Not because drugs are bad, but because my grandfather, like, he went down that path, and I love him so much that I turned away from anything before it was even a thing to me. Does that make sense? So then I found myself in relationships that didn't glorify God. I found myself tearing myself down, honestly, to please men, and I lost who I was. It wasn't until I graduated college that I found myself again before I met my now husband, and developed a deeper relationship with God and an understanding that kind of succeeded anything that I ever knew. Because before I knew God, but being born again, I fell in love with him. Do I have any siblings? If so, how big is your age gap? I have, my hair looks so funny. I kind of already explained this. We have a 19 months apart age gap, 24, 25, 26. 25, 26, 27. Lord have mercy. How long have you been blogging? We're coming up on 3 years. Oh my God. That's exciting. Okay. Let me hurry up and speed through my hair so I can get to these questions without having to stop. Hey guys, so we are back. I'm doing this at night, so it may look a little different. I have washed my hair and did whatever I'm doing with it. It's just going to be in a bun this week. So yeah, let's get back to these questions because I really want to focus on me putting this off and not kind of like losing focus. So let's get back into like these questions so I can finish talking about me. Did you pray for your husband? Yes. I prayed that God would deliver me someone who could handle me. I'm a very kind of loud powerhouse. There's a lot to me. And I dealt with a lot in the past, so I was very damaged. So I needed someone who could handle the damaged parts of me as well as the good parts. I hope that's good enough. Do you feel down sometimes? And if you do, how do you get back up? Yes. Honestly, every week I feel down. Because I'm an overthinker and I push myself to the limit, and I think like if I'm not doing a great job, then I'm doing a horrible job, like I push myself to like the highest of high, and sometimes that can be hard on me because I can't handle that. So how I get back to not being so down, how I get back up is I put on something that makes me happy, whether that's great music that I can dance to, whether that's a movie, whether it's Grey's Anatomy. Like I put on something that uplifts me, and if you're spiritual, if you're religious, I like to pray about it sometimes. Like when I pray, I like crying to just kind of like release that anger, release that whatever vibe I'm going through, release that out, and then I get back to being like, like good, like I don't feel that burden anymore. I recommend doing that, like putting on a great movie, putting on something that you used to love, that you don't make time for anymore. Do something that you do that will kind of bring you out of your own funk. What are your natural hair goals? So, to keep it short, honestly, I just want great, healthy hair. I kind of skip through a lot of my like hair regimen or hair routines because my hair is super thick, and honestly my girl's hair is really thick, so I'm praying that my natural hair goes, I can just understand my hair texture, my hair type. My hair is very thick. I don't know if you guys watched the beginning of this, but it is thick. It takes me like 6 rinses to get through my hair. So I definitely want to figure out like my hair texture, know my hair texture confidently, so when I do my girl's hair, I know what products to use on who to not put this on, because we all have different textures. So that's just my hair goal, understanding my hair for my hair. What camera and app do you use to edit your pictures, please? So I have been receiving this since I have been on Instagram. I use Lightroom. I used to use the Lightroom CC which was like the digital Lightroom. You can do it everywhere. Now I use Lightroom Desktop, which is the classic one, because it's so much easier for me. I thought it was like hard when I first learned it, but honestly, it's the best to go. So I use Lightroom to edit my pictures. Camera. So I put my camera information all the time down below. I use the Canon R5. I upgraded to that. Before this, I had the Canon 80D, and before the Canon 80D, I had the Canon T6i. So I have always been with Canon. If I use vlogging, like my vlogging camera, so I don't have to carry this big old thing around, I use my Sony a6000. Yeah. Did you always think you would become a young mother? Yes. So when I was little, I always wanted to marry my college sweetheart or my high school sweetheart. My high school sweethearts were trash, and so were my college ones. So I ended up marrying my husband, who I knew in college, but not to an extent until after we graduated. I always wanted to become a young mother because I don't know, I felt like at a certain age, which was like 25 for me, I felt that was going to be the time where I wanted to settle down and raise a family. So I did know since I was little I wanted to be a mom. How did you meet your husband? So I will link it here, up here, or up here. I don't know which spot, but I'm going to link it for you. I made this whole video. It was like 7 minutes long because you never know like how people are going to enjoy the story times. I met my husband through a mutual friend. I was I was visiting one of my friends, and my husband was his roommate. We were discussing something that I was going through with like my ex at the time, and he wanted to ask like my husband's advice. So we went and asked him, and from that moment on, we've just been friends. And then like months after, we started just talking, just as friends about food, and then boom, like he was like, girl, you a baddie, I want you in. Like boom, here I am, married. Sis is a whole wife. Favorite gray season. Woo! Girl, don't get me started because I'ma cry. There have been some amazing seasons, and honestly, I don't know which one has been my favorite, but honestly, the one that I cried the most, I don't know about y'all, but I love George, I love Izzy, and I think my favorite season was when Alex and Izzy were like on and off. I really don't, y'all guys do not come for me, but I really loved Burke and Christina. So honestly, the original cast, any season of that with the original cast was my favorite. It's been hard seasons. It's been hard. I don't want to think about it because I'm about to watch it after this. What was your favorite season of Grey's Anatomy? Let me know in the comments below because we can talk more in my comments. How was your first experience being pregnant? No. My back is hurting. Honestly, it felt good. I think when I look back, I can remember like just a season where I had pain. But I was never pregnant before I got pregnant. Of course, first time mom, come on now. But what I'm saying is I didn't know what to experience it until I experienced it. So my first like experience being pregnant, I guess, it was exhilarating. I didn't know what to expect, and so when I felt the kick, when I felt her turn, when I felt just her dance or move around, like it was a very emotional time for me, you know, and I felt bonded. So now it's like on my hard days, when they're here and out of their womb, on my hard days, I feel joy because I remember what I was going through during the season of my first pregnancy. And there's no reason to not celebrate. If you didn't see reason why, I will also link that here. But it was a very emotional roller coaster for me. But I 110% enjoyed being pregnant. And I miss it. So, I hope this was just a good get to know me. I know I'm going to have more questions coming in, but I can't get to those in this video. So if you want to ask me something, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I'll probably make another video down the road to get to know me a little better. Excuse me. Yeah, you guys, I hope you have gotten to know me a little bit better. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this entire process. I know sometimes it can feel like we get too busy to do what we used to do. And so I used to do these sit downs, and honestly, like, side note, but honestly, shout out to my husband, because I haven't been able to do this in 3 years. I haven't been able to sit down and do something that I really do love. I'm getting emotional. But he took the girls, he let them be with my mom today, and my dad, and I was able to wash my hair. I was able to do this video. I'm able to do things that I don't normally get the chance to do, only because I've chosen to make sure I was the default parent. So I don't want to give my kids off too much, because I want to make sure that they grow up knowing I was around. I want to say thank you to my husband, to my baby daddy. I love you. I love you because you have given me everything that I have ever wanted. So I love you, Trey. Thank you so much for being my number one. If you're not already following me, you guys, I used to not do this because I felt like it was just annoying. And if it is, I'm sorry. But make sure that you're following me. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification if you're not already subscribed, because you don't want to miss the next videos dropping, because I know I can just be posting periodically, because I am a mother who's busy with kids, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to stick to routine more often. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you guys, follow me on Instagram, because I am posting every single day. I am consistent. If you haven't already heard this, if you feel like you need just a little boost, let me read you guys a scripture, and then I'm gonna be out, okay? Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. That is John 14:27. So don't worry about the troubles that come tomorrow. Don't worry about the anxiety or worries that's going to come. Don't try to always think about the future. Focus on now. So with that, I leave you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.